Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel I explore how I use the Passion Planner to set personal and professional goals. In this video I'm going to be planning out the week of July 16th through the 22nd. And before I get started, I just want to remind everyone I am a Passion Planner ambassador. That means there's an affiliate link in the description of this video and a discount code. Those links and codes change, so be sure to check the latest video for the latest codes and links. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you for your thumbs up and for subscribing and for your comments. It's just been really nice getting to know some of you through this channel. So let's get into it. Let's look at the current week. Here we are. So big news is that our fridge died and we are currently staying at my mom's house. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know this already, but it's changed a lot about what I was planning for this week. As you can see, I'm still doing the time blocking to some extent. This day was really hard. My daughter has overnight become this stage 5 clingy baby with separation anxiety. It does not help that we are in an unfamiliar environment at my mom's house and all of that, so I know. But here's this big question mark. I have no idea what happened in this time on this day. It felt like all I was doing was carrying a fussy baby the entire day. So the other good news is that I did finally officially submit my promotion portfolio, so I do feel like that was a major win, even though I had pretty much done all the work I needed to do for it already, so it wasn't like a new thing, but it was kind of nice to just click submit and get it off my plate. The other thing that's going really well is I have a couple of information interviews with some really cool people. I've been gathering a lot of interesting information for the paper that I'm writing. So all in all, not a bad week. Just sort of unexpected with the whole fridge thing. And the main thing is that we obviously need a fridge for our life, but the new one isn't coming until Friday. So that's why we're at my mom's, because there was this big gap between the fridge dying and the new fridge arriving. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to this weekend. My friend is coming into town. I'm just really excited about that. Also later today, we're going to the pool. My mom and I are, and my daughter's at daycare, so I'll be able to swim myself without having to look after her. And as you can see, I'm squeezing film in here because this actually is happening in this window of time instead. But that's okay, because this would be really awkward to try to do at my mom's house. So I decided to squeeze in a bunch of work at home while my daughter's in daycare and then meet my mom up at the pool later. So not a bad week, and I kind of like how the colors turned out. It's definitely more neutral than I'm used to doing. If you follow my channel, you know. But I'm enjoying it. So I'm going to go ahead and write the dates in here. Normally I do this 1 month at a time, but as you can see, I'm behind on that. Okay. Oh, and I'm going to be using this sticker sheet today. This is from the Passion Planner Season sticker book, the summer pages, obviously. And I just love the yellows in here, the yellow and the yellow oranges. I'm just in love. So we're definitely going to lean into that, kind of keeping with the color scheme of last week a little bit. But I just think the sticker sheet's gorgeous, and I'm excited to use stickers from that. Also, I totally nerded out. My husband and I had a date night because we're staying at my mom's. She watched the baby while we went out to dinner, and then we went to Barnes & Noble to just walk around, and they had this cutest thing in the stationery section. Now, I already opened it, so it's a little squished, but this is a sticky roll of checklists. Isn't that cool? You just pull one off. I'm gonna pull one off, and you just stick it. And it's the whole note is sticky. I'm in love with this. And these are the colors I'm thinking. You can't quite see what's under, but this is the color scheme. I'm in love with this, so I just thought that was cool. Maybe if you have a Barnes & Noble near you, you go check it out. I think, and then this washi here. I'm gonna bring in this washi today. So I also, in my Amazon order, got some more whiteout tape. So, yay. Yeah, so it's been kind of a crazy week. My mom's house is very spacious and very, very nice, a very nice home. However, it is definitely a little open concept, like challenging when you have a child. I kind of get why people had non-open concept homes, especially when they had a lot more kids than we typically do today, because I just look at a home very differently now with the eyes of a parent than I did before being a parent. So it's been like a little tricky kind of figuring out like how to all live in the same, in the same space. And as I said, my daughter is going through major separation anxiety, which is very normal for her age. It just caught me by surprise, a little off guard, because it just seems so like abrupt, and it's very draining. Like prior to this week, oh, I forgot to get out my little cutting tool. Prior to this week, my husband and I would not like formally alternate between who was putting her down to bed and stuff, but just sort of like he would do a lot of it because I'm with her all day, so it's a nice chance for him to like do some parenting tasks and bond with his daughter, and it was like really not a big deal. But now she is just she will literally cry so hard she throws up if I'm not the one putting her to sleep. And I'm not gonna lie, that has been very stressful because I'm there with her in the morning. I'm obviously there with her most of the day. My mom and my stepfather help out here and there, but my mom's also working from home herself, so she's got things. And they're leaving again soon for like a 6-week chunk, so my stepfather is also like doing a lot of coordinating tasks. And so they just can't be, on the whole day. So it's like, I'm there in the morning, I'm there during the day, and now like she just will not abide by anyone putting her to sleep but me. I will say, like, he eases the burden by like getting her bath and all that stuff. Like yesterday she screamed bloody murder throughout the entire experience. But he did it to give me a break. And then I came in, and honestly, she was so tired from crying that she just kind of like easily passed out. It was like the easiest put down in days. And I do like it does pain me as a mother to like hear her so upset, but also I just can't be the only person. Like I just can't. I need a break here and there, wherever it's possible. I know this like looks weird a little bit because I ran out of that other yellow tape and I didn't know I was going to run out of the yellow tape, but we're doing what we do. So anyway, I know it's going to subside, and I don't mind being her favorite person, obviously. I just like kind of miss my husband being able to chip in more easily than he is able to now with her current mood. So, but this is like the age where they realize you're a separate person from them and they get really anxious about it, understandably. And, we just have to kind of get through it. Let me see. I thought I had maybe, oh, yeah, my habit trackers. Actually, yes, I definitely want a habit tracker. I didn't point this out when I showed you last week, or the current week. But I've obviously not been really using my habit trackers because a lot of the things on there are related to being in my own space. Like, getting the coffee ready for the next day. Well, my stepfather does that. So, stuff like that I don't have to check off. But I am checking off, like, taking my vitamins and academic writing. I feel like there's another one on there. Can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, it's just not, it is what it is. Some weeks things happen and you gotta just adjust. Okay, I'm gonna do plans first, and then I will come in with some really cute stickers. So let me bring out also this Ready, Set, Grow. This is the functional sticker book I showed you last time. It's got all of these like awesome functional stickers in it. And I'm thinking, let's see, I have this whole other page of like summery colors. Or I got more pastels, got some, ooh. Yeah, I might go with this one. I like just the brightness of that, and I think it goes with my stickers better. Okay, what's going on next week? Let's take a look. We've got our 9-month checkup on the 17th at 3:45. Let's see here. So we'll get to like know how much she like weighs and what her height is. And I'm excited for that. I have an idea, obviously, but it'd be nice to just see how it's going. And then I have my 2 write-ins. I will go ahead and mark those off. I have some more stuff happening these days as well, but for now, let's do the write-ins the same color. We'll do this pink. These write-ins have actually been really helpful to me. It's like, I think I've mentioned to you, I have my regular writing group, of course, but we use it more as a goal setting, strategy sharing, type of space. And sometimes we send each other work to get feedback on. And it's extremely beneficial to me in that way. But it's definitely not like a write with me type of thing, So the write-in, we just literally show up and start writing. We don't talk about what we're doing. We could, if we want to, but it's not like the goal. The goal is just to show up and start writing. So it's been good though, because I think I would, especially on the tough days, I would just kind of throw in the towel and be like, well, this day's a wash, unless I had this meeting, which I have. So it's just been really nice to have that accountability and support. And then we are also meeting with the Reverend at 3:30 on the 19th. This is for Freya's baptism, which there has been some drama. My mother-in-law has very specific ideas about how this baptism should go. And maybe like in a different context, if we were doing it through her church, instead of with the Episcopal church that we're doing it with, it might look more like what she's envisioning. But it's not, it's at this Episcopal church that I volunteer at. They do things a little differently. And also, like, there's a certain amount of effort and money I'm willing to spend on making this a special occasion, but there's like a limit to that, and I'm just putting, remember. This is because Freya starts daycare 3 times a week this week. She goes Tuesday through Thursday. It's going to be interesting. Okay. Yeah, so we've had some like challenges planning this so far. And I'm kind of, part of it is the input has made me uncertain, but there's definitely a certain amount of uncertainty that I have about what exactly I want it to look like, who I want to invite, how big I want it to be. And part of it is because her first birthday is coming up soon. Well, not soonish, but like soon after the baptism will be. And, I don't want to overwhelm myself with the baptism and then, have to turn around and do it, again with the birthday. So, I kind of go back and forth, like how big I want it to be or how elaborate or what have you. But at the same time, like one of the reasons I was game to do this as a non-religious person is, to please my in-laws, of course, but then also to have like a nice party, like I think it's going to be kind of fun, and it's fun to make it special and, those kinds of things. So I like it for those reasons, but yeah, it's a thing. I'm gonna use one of my cool new checklists. Yeah. I like this, like kind of burnt red orange thing. I think what I will do is, so if the thing is, so I have been doing the time blocking instead of like popping to-dos on the top of each day, you know, like I have in the past. Maybe I'll just put this here. Because Sundays I don't really do the time blocking. It doesn't make sense because we're just relaxing for the most part. So I like that. And now I'm gonna put some like decorative stickers, and then I will come in with my to-dos and stuff like that. I like this pocket full of sunshine. Anyhow, you saw my if you saw my baptism plan with me, you know that I have some elaborate plans for it that may or may not like happen. When it comes to party planning for me, and I love parties, I love planning them, I love hosting them, I'm a huge fan. But I also at the same time like reserve the right to amend my plans based on my energy levels, based on, you know, how we're feeling, you know, our budget, like just based on a lot of things. And so I kind of take the pressure off a little bit in that sense. You know, there's been plenty of times where I've like tried a new recipe or like tried to replicate something I saw on Pinterest or something, and it was just not working, or I ran out of time, or I needed, you know, like, or whatever. And I just scrapped it, you know, I just literally like was like, nope. And that is perfectly fine. Like that's part of being, I think, if you want to be the kind of person who can, who does host more often than you do, or a relatively regular clip, you really should find a way to be easy with yourself, because you know, that flexibility makes it more possible for you to do it more often. Life is a balance of holding on and letting go. Yep, just as I was saying. Do yourself a favor and forgive as many people as you can about things that happened in the past. That's interesting. I think I have forgiven some people for stuff that they've done that in some cases others would maybe find unforgivable. I will say if it's like an ongoing tension, it's harder. Like if you have a horrible colleague that you dread working with and you have to keep on working with them, it's much easier, I find, to forgive people for stuff when you no longer have to deal with their stuff, whatever it is. Seems maybe obvious, but I don't think we talk about that enough, where it's like, you know, it's much harder to forgive someone for being like a total asshole all the time if you have to be constantly dealing with their assholishness. But it's true, like, you know, having that, carrying that that hatred around with you is poison to the body. And so if there are ways that you can like let go of it, if you can find a way to let go of it that also isn't you necessarily, it's too close to like the jean pocket here, you know, I'm gonna put it here, but isn't you tolerating stuff you shouldn't tolerate. If there's a way for you to find that, like a happy medium there, then do it. I'm gonna put this here as a reminder to myself to chillax on Sunday, because we're gonna be going back to our own house on Sunday. My friend is leaving. I'm gonna probably be like sad that she's leaving and stressed out and just tired. So I should not try and like pile on. And I will do one more. There we go. I like that. I think that's good. Look how bright this looks. So nice. One of these days I'm going to try using these to like cover up the times, but since I do have scheduled meetings next week, I think this is the better way to go about that. Let's just take a quick look at, they have these checklists too if I need more checklists. I was gonna look at some icons. We got birthday, workout, hearts, money, little smiley faces. We got some more icons. And then we've got a little like, one day at a time, hustle, ready, set, grow, embrace the journey, do your best. And the same stuff repeated, but in different colors. Yeah. Maybe I'll put this one here. This day I think is going to be challenging because, you know, my daughter is not used to going to daycare 3 times a day. I'm not used to her going to daycare 3 times a day. Yeah. I mean, the good news is my job being what it is, it does allow me a lot of flexibility to, you know, put in fewer hours than I would if I had a 9-to-5 job with like a long commute on either end, you know. And I'm just checking to see, wow, I have nothing happening in the last week of July. That can't be true. I have my write-ins, but I have nothing else scheduled. Awesome. Nothing. I think we are, my writing group is going to try and do a little like course planning thing where we like get together and do some course prep for the fall. It's, you know, a task we don't like look forward to, but it's nice to do it all together. I forget what videos I should be filming. I skipped obviously one video this week. I just don't know. Okay, so definitely we'll be continuing to work on and then we have also, what was I just thinking of? What was I just thinking of? Oh, fall prep. I'm gonna go ahead and write actual things I need to do for that. I think it will help me. And then I have the syllabus for my other class. Okay. Stuff I need to do. Some of this is not very challenging either. Okay, so I can kind of cross it off pretty easily. I'm running out of ink, I think, in this pen. I can't wait till my like G2 pens arrive because I miss them. Okay, I think that's it for that. Let me look on here. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe because we have nothing scheduled this weekend, I can put on we can finally tackle our will situation. And then let me double check. Do this. Where's my, here we go. Yeah, working on that. Working on that stuff. I should broach the subject of a writing retreat with my writing group. Okay, and this week's focus. Yeah, I think that's looking good. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then I have some habits I'll jot down here, but probably off camera. I have to get going because my write-in is beginning soon. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here with this plan with me. I'm gonna be back on a regular, well, my 2 video a week schedule next week. You know, and then I think at the end of August, I'll start doing 3 videos again, because I'll have like quite a few things that I will be like needing to share with you, not needing to share with you, but wanting to share with you about how I'm planning for the fall. So really excited to share that with y'all. In the meantime, hope you're having a good summer. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. I will see you back here soon. Thanks, take care.